Hi, I'm Ken, and welcome to my channel, Endurance Sweat, where it's all about training hard and having fun. Today I'll be doing another Zwift workout of the week. This one is called the Wriggler. The description says it's a little bit random. Think of it as a Fartlek style workout where you make efforts at a range of intensities and lengths. No specific cadence to target today, and similarly, feel free to ride out of the saddle. Go with the flow and get stuck into this roller coaster of a session. It's one to keep you occupied, just like a wriggling toddler. I guess that's why it's called the Wriggler. We're going to spend most of the time in zone 2 and zone 3, and fully half in zone 1, 50%. Only 1% in zone 4. 1% in zone 5, and nothing in zone 6 at all. The workout is 40 minutes in length. So I guess I should get started. Here we go. And we have a 5-minute warm-up. And I guess I should make sure I'm in erg mode. Okay, that's better. I just finished riding the standard stage 4 of the big spin. And I got the France sweater. So that's pretty good. I still have to get that red beret. So I'll be going back and doing more big spin rides to get the beret. And I'll probably do quite a few of those this lake joint. Once I've done one of the rides, why I don't really feel I need to do them over and over again. Okay, let's talk about today's workout. It says, just repeating myself, it's a bit random, Fartlek style workout, where we make efforts in a range of intensities and lengths. No specific cadence to target. And it says, feel free to get out of the saddle. Well, no real need to get out of the saddle while we're warming up, I guess. So what I've been doing since my last live stream, while I was riding some big spin rides. Last week it was New York. I do not like the courses in New York. And I got the jersey and the cap after only a few rides, lucky enough. And then I stopped riding New York because I do not like the Zwift routes in New York, especially on those glass flyovers. Okay, it's vital that you keep your body core temperature so it doesn't get too high. Make sure you have a fan blasting and keep hydrated. Listen to your body and don't worry about reducing the bias if you need to. Most importantly, enjoy. Well, that's consistent with my motto: train hard, have fun. The big thing I did on Saturday, wrote a populaire, what's called a populaire, with my randonneuring club. It's a long distance riding club. We did an 80-kilometer ride, or rather 90-kilometer ride. Okay, now it's 3 minutes at 90 watts. Okay, since we have some time here, I'm going to show you a bit of video from that ride I did. We started in Concord, the north side of Toronto. There you see some video in the top left-hand corner. There was about 15 of us that got out. It was cold to start. It was sub-freezing. But it warmed up by the end of the ride, to about 6 or 7 Celsius. That'd be, I guess, in the mid-40s. But it was a beautiful day. We stopped for some coffee at this Portuguese bakery. It was wonderful. And we rode through the Holland Marsh. It's an agricultural area for growing vegetables. Anyway, it's a very enjoyable day out on the bike. Okay, still got another minute and a half here at 90 watts. Easy spinning. And on that ride, I got to meet, it says this session includes 3 varied ramps and surges. And on that ride, I got to meet the individuals that I'm going to be doing a flush with on the May 17th weekend. And a flush is a ride. You have to have of teams. You have to have at least, we have to have 3 to 5 riders on each team. The ride has to be at least 360 kilometers. And you start at various points. Each team can start at various points, plot its own route to a common endpoint. And you have to do the ride over 24 hours. So you're not riding that hard. Key is you can't stop anywhere for more than 2 hours at a time. So you're basically up through the night. You can start anywhere between 6 p.m. on Friday and 10 a.m. And 10 a.m. on Sunday morning. So you're either finishing 6 p.m. on Saturday or 10 a.m. on Sunday. But you do have to ride portion through the night. But you are allowed to stop, but I've said no stop could be more than 2 hours. And the other requirement is that you have to ride at least 25 kilometers. Within the last 2 hours of the ride. So I got to meet the other members of my flush team on that ride this past weekend. I hadn't met them before. And we're planning to get together this coming weekend to do a 100-kilometer gravel ride. I think that'll be on Sunday. Now my local bike club starts rides this Saturday. Their routes are quite a bit shorter. And there's a WhatsApp message from someone in that group. Yeah, so for my local bike club, we're starting our rides this weekend. And I do the route planning for that group. So just let's go back and look at the workout profile again quickly. So you can see here I'm going on a decline. And then there's a short, sharp interval at the end of it. So I'm going to be doing a lot more riding outdoors from here on in. I was doing a longish ride every Saturday morning on Zwift. But now I'll be riding outdoors with one cycling club or another. Golden rule, listen to your body. That. And another cycling club that I belong to has a road cleanup morning scheduled for later in April. They pick a section of road that they ride on, and they get club members to come out and pick up trash at the side of the road. That's a good way to build goodwill within the community. We know there's lots of people that don't like cyclists taking up even one narrow lane on the pavement. But it's a good way to build goodwill in the community. They usually get a local paper to cover it, so they cover the cleanup, so they get a little bit of free publicity. I think it's a really good initiative. Now we're halfway through the longest effort in this workout. Not the toughest by far. Coming up to 15 seconds at 2:45. I had hoped to get up to level 90 by the end of March, but with the outdoor riding I've started to do, I missed that target. And it'll be much slower going, leveling up from here on in, because I'll be doing much more riding outdoors. But I do ride on Zwift all year long. Okay. Took my trainer a bit of time to get up there. Okay. Now we got 3 minutes at 90 watts. Then 4 minutes going from 139 to 196, followed by a minute and a half at 210. My local club has rides on Saturdays and Sundays. And then starting in May, we'll have evening rides on Tuesdays and Thursdays as well. I'll probably try to get out, well, at least once, perhaps for 2 rides each week with that group. And then at least until the flesh, I'll be doing rides most weekends with my randoneering group, except I'm registered to do a gravel race on April 28th, Paris to Ancaster. Good excuse to get full of mud is what it is. Because it's rail trail, gravel road, some tarmac, but then some downhill mud chutes where typically the mud is ankle deep. Yeah, ankle deep. Deep. Last year, I've done that event now, I think, almost a dozen times. Last year was by far the muddiest. Oh, I was just covered in mud. Didn't help that I went over my handlebars into a puddle. Didn't get hurt, but sure looked impressive. And I'm going to be doing the traditional classic 70-kilometer version of that event. A few years back, they added a 100-kilometer version, which I did last year. And then they have a 70-kilometer version, and then a couple of shorter ones. And the event takes place on Sunday, but on Saturday they have some rides targeted for families. Okay, so now we're ramping up from 139. No, I can't remember now how far we're going. To 196, I think. Over the next 4 minutes. $60 to 85% of FTP. So nothing too strenuous here. And what about yourselves? What are you up to? Do you have any events planned? And how are you preparing for them? In addition to doing the Zwift Workout of the Week, I'm also following a plan on Trainer Road. And that's plan's been customized for my event, Paris to Lancaster. And it consists of a VO2 max workout, an anaerobic capacity workout, and then one endurance workout. But I'm typically substituting one of my outdoor rides for the endurance workout. And then I'm of course those are outdoor rides. One of them is quite long. So I did 90 kilometers on Sunday. Next weekend, the Bravo ride we're doing is 160 kilometers or 100 miles. And the weekend after that, doing a brevet. It's 200 kilometers. I'm doing it weather dependent. I've got to a point where I'm a fair weather rider mostly. If it rains on the scheduled date for the flash fall, I'll ride in the rain, but other than that, I don't really feel the need anymore to do rides in the rain. I've done enough of them. Okay, coming up, a minute and a half at 2:10. And then we have a 3-minute rest. Yeah, so I think it's April 13th. I'm doing a 200 kilometer brevet. The route I'm doing, I think over the years, I've probably done that route 3, perhaps even 4 times previously. So I know it well. Okay, 30 seconds to go. Spin, breathe, smile, and relax. Spin, breathe, smile, and relax. Okay. About 24 minutes into this workout, 40 minutes long, 17 minutes remain, or 16 minutes remain, 3 of which are at this next relaxed level. Then we have a 5-minute ramp from 139 to 196, 15 seconds at 265, 3 minutes at 90, and then a 5-minute cool down. Said we could stand a bit. Got some ride-ons here. I guess if you use the ride-on bombs, you have to be really close to other riders. And riders going in the opposite direction don't count. I'll give out some individual ride-ons here. No, it's not letting me do that. Okay, 20 seconds, and then we're going to be ramping up again. 5 minutes ramp from 139 to 196. Well, it's good if you can include some structured workouts every week. I think first off, you need to just get into the habit of riding regularly and being consistent over the long haul. So riding 3, 4, 5 or more times each week, week after week, month after month. The workouts don't have to be long or intense. In fact, too much intensity is not helpful. You never get to recover and improve. So not more than a couple of high intensity rides and maybe just one long endurance ride each week. But even then, even if you just do tempo rides 3, 4 times a week, like I say, consistently, week after week, month after month, that's the first step for health. And then if you want to start improving, why throw in a structured workout each week. Zwift has lots of structured workouts. If you don't have a particular goal in mind, just generally wanting to get improved, then doing the workout of the week is a good choice. If you have a more specific target in mind, either for improvement or an event, why? Look at the collection of workouts on Zwift. Beyond that, if you're more serious, a very good training app is Trainer Road. I've been using that app for many, many years, well before Zwift. And then you can always get yourself a coach. The one thing with a coach is when you're reporting to someone, you're likely to be more disciplined to continue the program. I've got to the point where I don't need that. I'm pretty self-disciplined to do my workouts, but even then, there are days when I'm anxious and maybe put it off a day. And if you have a coach, you're much more likely to stay disciplined with the program. So there's value in the coach's knowledge of what you need to be doing, but also when you're reporting back to someone, you're much more likely to stay disciplined. Okay, 15 seconds, and then we have a 15-second interval at 265. Okay. Now, 3 minutes at 90 watts, just easy spinning, and then a 5-minute cool down. What's that profile look like again? Yeah, we ramp up a bit with the cool down. I mean, not ramp up, but we take a bit of a jump in effort and then ramp down to the end. Anyway, this is a good supplementary workout for me since I still have to do workouts on Trainer Road. I was going to show you the Trainer Road workout, but I'd have to make some adjustments here. Oh, it's not showing up. Okay, we'll forget it. Yeah, it's a much more intense workout than I'm doing right now. My next one on Zwift. It's anaerobic VO2 max workout for an hour and 15. And now for a 5-minute cool down. Well, I'm enjoying this ride. That's a good one. Especially after yesterday, Easter, had family over, probably ate more than I should while I'm training, but hey, when you have family over, you make nice meals. Eat desserts that you wouldn't otherwise have. Enjoy a glass of wine. Doing a training plan, or doing any riding, a motivating factor is riding with a purpose, whether it's to get healthy, you have a goal to improve your FTP, your performance. For many of us, it's signing up for an event. Specific purpose with a specific end date. So it can be quite motivating. So think about, what is your purpose? One of my overarching purposes in entering events is to keep motivated. So I keep on training and keeping up my level of fitness as the years march on. Yeah, I don't like to talk about that or think about it, but that's a reality for me and for many of us. Okay, 1 minute left in this workout. Easy spinning. And we'll see you next week for another workout of the week, whatever it will be. In the meantime, I'll probably do a few more big spin rides. I want to get that red beret yet. And why, I just enjoy riding on Zwift, so I'll probably throw in a group ride one morning. Oh, I forgot to mention, I was at the velodrome last week again on Thursday, and got bad weather coming up from this Thursday as well, so I might be back there again. Thanks for watching, everyone. And we'll see you next time. Hey, if you've enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and think about subscribing. Thanks.